Something big is brewing, and it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. Blake Lively just made a revelation so bold, it could rewrite her entire public image. For months, she denied involvement in the bombshell New York Times article from December 2020, but now she's admitted to being the source behind the entire piece. This revelation comes just days before the release of Brian Frerdman's highly anticipated legal complaint, which could be a game-changer for Blake. Yesterday, in a jaw-dropping moment, Blake Lively publicly admitted her role in the 2020 article. The narrative she had carefully crafted over the years portraying herself as an innocent, wronged star began to unravel right before everyone's eyes. The Hollywood darling, who once seemed untouchable, was now caught in a web of her own making. For months, Blake had denied giving an interview. To the New York Times, she claimed that the reporter simply pieced the story together from public sources and her alleged victimhood. But Blake's admission left everyone stunned. She had been the one to provide them with the details, the very details she had insisted the Times uncovered on their own. This confession doesn't just tarnish Blake's credibility, it obliterates it. She spent months positioning herself as a victim, but now the truth has come to light. She was the one pulling the strings behind the scenes. The New York Times article was meant to paint Blake as a victim crushed by a ruthless Hollywood machine. It told the story of alleged misconduct during the filming of it, ends with us in a targeted smear campaign spearheaded by her co-star, Justin Baldoni. It was a tale of betrayal, pain, and strength, designed to rally support for Blake. But what the article didn't mention was Blake's involvement in shaping it, was all her doing. Blake's role in crafting that narrative was something she had kept hidden until now. She's admitted that she fed the New York Times key information, giving them the details they used to paint Justin Baldoni as a villain. But here's the twist. Smear campaign that she accused Baldoni of orchestrating had been brewing for months, even before her allegations were made public. Negative press about Justin began to surface in August 2024, well before Blake filed her retaliation lawsuit or claimed that she was the target of a campaign to destroy her reputation. Eliza Hargrove, seasoned Hollywood journalist, had been covering the story from the beginning. Now that Blake's confession has rocked the media world, Lisa has some hard truths to share. Underscore this wasn't just a Hollywood drama. This was something more sinister. Elisa Hargrove tells us over the phone, her voice heavy with disbelief. She's been covering the industry for over 20 years and has seen her fair share of scandals, but nothing like this. What we're witnessing here is the downfall of a carefully constructed empire. Blake Lively wasn't just a victim in all this. She was the mastermind. It's been clear for a while now, but the confession takes it to a whole new level. Liza explains how Blake had spent months building a public persona of being wronged by her co-star, Justin Baldoni. Every move she made, every statement, every social media post was calculated to maintain this victimhood image. But, according to Eliza, that was the problem. The public only sees what's shown to them. Blake played the role perfectly, till the truth came out. The manipulation was so meticulous that it took months for anyone to realize what was going on behind the scenes. Sarah Green, a former public relations executive who worked in Hollywood for over a decade, now finds herself watching the drama unfold with a sense of resignation. Underscore this is classic Hollywood asterisk, Sarah sighs. When you've worked in the PR game for as long as I have, you see these things coming, but it doesn't make it any easier to watch. Asterisk Sarah explains how Blake's team worked tirelessly to cultivate the perfect image for her. Every press release, every media appearance, every interview was carefully crafted. But what surprised Sarah the most was the way Blake handled her confession. Blake wasn't the first person to try and control a narrative. But what she did differently was admit to everything just before the legal team was about to strike. Not bravery, it's self-preservation. She knew the storm was coming, and she just didn't want to get hit by it head-on. Sarah reveals a crucial piece of information. Blake's PR team knew what was happening all along. They had been in close contact with the New York Times journalists, guiding them toward the story they wanted to tell. And now, as Blake's confession leaves a trail of destruction, her PR team is scrambling to salvage whatever remains of her image. The damage is already done. Her confession was just the beginning. The real devastation comes when the full legal documents are released, and the world sees exactly how far Blake went to manipulate the media. She can't spin her way out of this. On the other side of the battle stands Brian Friedman, Justin Baldoni's lawyer, who is preparing for the upcoming release of the revised complaint. Brian's team has been gathering evidence for months. Now they're about to drop a bombshell. Underscore, this case is bigger than just defamation. Asterisk, Brian Friedman states confidently, it's about holding people accountable for the damage they cause with false narratives. K asterisk, Friedman isn't just focused on winning the legal battle. He's determined to bring justice to his client, Justin Baldoni, who has suffered months of negative media coverage that has impacted his career. Underscore, Blake's confession is just the tip of the iceberg, asterisk, Friedman says. We've been working tirelessly to connect the dots, and everything she's done is going to be laid out in the upcoming documents. This isn't just about an interview or a smear campaign. It's about a deliberate effort to ruin someone's reputation for personal gain. Friedman points out that Blake's PR manipulation started months before the legal action was even initiated. She knew exactly what she was doing. The press she fed them had one clear purpose: to destroy Justin's career. Now it's time for her to face the consequences of her actions. Meanwhile, at a bustling law firm in downtown Los Angeles, Justin Baldoni himself is meeting with his closest confidants. He's not sure what to make of Blake's admission. But one thing is clear: the truth is finally coming to light. Underscore, it's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Asterisk, Justin says, his voice tinged with exhaustion. For so long, I've been vilified by a narrative that wasn't even true. I didn't know how much longer I could take it. But this confession, it's a game changer. Justin's manager, Max Anderson, leans in, his expression serious. It's not over yet, Justin. We need to stay focused. The media will spin this in every direction possible. They're going to turn it into a spectacle. We've got to keep our heads in the game. Max, a seasoned veteran in the entertainment industry, has seen many stars come and go. He's no stranger to crisis management, but this situation feels different. What Blake did here was a calculated move, and as much as it's a relief for us, we need to remember that the battle isn't over until the legal documents drop. It's going to get messy. Justin nods, his face a mixture of frustration and determination. I just want to get back to doing what I love, but I won't let her destroy everything I've worked for. We have to fight for the truth. Legal war zone. The media is buzzing. Social media influencers and entertainment bloggers are diving into the latest twist in the saga. One of them, Natalie Russo, a rising star in the online journalism world, can't get enough of the scandal. Underscore, I've never seen anything like this. Asterisk, Natalie tells her followers via a live stream, her eyes wide with excitement. This is the Hollywood drama of the century, and it's unfolding in real time. Blake Lively admitted to everything, and the entire narrative is being rewritten. You can't make this stuff up. Her followers are in a frenzy, bombarding her with questions. Some are siding with Blake, while others are rallying behind Justin. But one thing is clear: everyone is captivated by the unfolding drama. Underscore, this isn't just about one actor or another. This is about the entire entertainment industry, the way we consume celebrity culture, and how the media manipulates the public. Asterisk. Natalie continues. And now, with the legal documents about to drop, we're going to see just how deep this rabbit hole really goes. Blake Lively, who once embodied the picture of Hollywood charm, now finds herself in the middle of a public meltdown. Her carefully constructed image as a sweetheart with a heart of gold has been shattered. She's no longer the girl next door who won over the world's heart. Instead, she's a cautionary tale, warning to anyone who thinks they can play the game of public relations and come out unscathed. Her confession didn't come from a place of transparency or accountability. It came from panic. Blake knew the storm was coming, and rather than face the full force of the legal reckoning, she chose to throw herself under the bus first. It wasn't a noble move. It was a calculated attempt to control a narrative she could no longer manage. Eliza's words echo the chilling truth of the Hollywood machine. It can chew you up and spit you out if you aren't careful. Blake's confession might be the beginning of the end for her career, but it's also a harsh reminder of just how much damage can be done when the pursuit of power and image goes too far, as the legal battle continues to unfold. And the complaints are made public, the true depth of Blake's actions will soon be exposed for all to see. Her role in manipulating the media, the smear campaigns, and the calculated victimhood, it's all coming out, and there's no escaping the consequences. For Blake Lively, the Hollywood dream may soon be nothing more than a distant memory.